It's beer o'clock on Real Ale Craft Beer. Today we've got a beer from Cloudwater Brewing Company, and it's a can of their big juicy double IPA coming in at 8.5% ABV. I don't think I've had a Cloudwater double IPA since the whole version thing where they got up to version 13. And I think this is the first time since that I've had a Cloudwater double IPA. So I'm interested to see how it tastes, pours, looks. Right, we got a 2-finger whitehead. Slow moving carbonation. An orangey amber straw colour. Well, orangey amber is not straw coloured. Orangey amber, hazy looking double IPA. Let's get the aroma. Oh, blimey. Yeah, it smells really good. Really juicy. Really, really juicy. Pineapple, mango, pineapple and mango, I'd say, is the two biggest aromas I'm picking out from the beer. Pineapple, mango, passion fruit. Let's dive in. Cheers, everybody. It's good. Oh, it's good. It is good. I just need a bit of time to assess this. I've not had the double IPA for, it's probably been 2 years, 3 years since they stopped the version, where they got to version 13 of the double IPA. And that level, that quality of beer, I think that's where Cloudwater really rides in the waves of massive success all around the world. This is I'm just going to carry on drinking it before I give out an opinion. That's better. Right, if you want to rewind the video back, rewind the video just before I say rewind, just click back a little bit with your finger. If you're watching on your phone, drag it back with your finger. If you're mousing around on a computer like I do, yeah, drag it back with the mouse. But have a look at the beer just before I put the last bit of beer in the glass. And then have a look at the beer where I've added the last bit of beer from the can in the glass. And for me, it looks a completely different beer. And it behaved very differently when I took a sip I was slightly worried when I didn't get all of the sediment and everything into this glass of beer. I was almost a little bit underwhelmed, and I was beginning to talk about Cloudwater with their double IPAs, where they were in their heyday, and they were well, when I say heyday, they're still in their heyday. They're still, when they were buzzing, when everybody around the world were buzzing about Cloudwater. It's still extremely good beer. I'm coming at this from a different angle. When a brewery has, I think they won something like best IPA brewery in the world or something along them lines a few years back. When a brewery hits them levels, them almost kind of like hard to maintain levels. When a brewery hits them levels, it's very hard to stay there. There's a lot of breweries chasing and trying to chip at you and trying to knock you off your perch, and it's almost like a mentality where I've gone, this brewery's beers are absolutely world class, fantastic world class beers. You, as a reviewer, you go into it differently. If this was handed to me at a blind taste test and somebody said this is just from a local brewer down kind of Norfolk way, I'd probably be like, my God, you know, amazing. But because it's come, I know where it's come from. I've poured the beer. It's a double IPA from Cloudwater. The standard of beer that they have been producing. To be honest though, I've not had a Cloudwater beer for since the Brewdog versus Cloudwater, and that was produced by Brewdog, so I've not had one of their beers for quite some time. It's good, but I'm not ready to jump around, you know. I'm not ready to kind of like jump around, and this it's just something holding me back, and now's the time to chat about that. Washing the beer around in the glass, it's really kind of like pumping out with passion fruit, mango, citrus, grapefruit. But pardon me, I've worked out where I'm going. With this, and every brewery goes on a journey. Every brewery generally starts small, producing terrific beer. And I think what's happened here is that Cloudwater have scaled up. They've scaled up, they've got bigger fermenters, they're trying to serve more people, trying to get their beer out there, which as a company is fantastic, is what they need to do. But it almost seems like they've lost that edge that they once had. It is still a very, very good beer. I'm not taking out of it. It's still a very, very good beer. It's still mango, passion fruit, kind of big juicy flavors, but it's not. Something's changed. I don't know. I don't read blogs. I don't read anything from their website. I don't know how big their kit is. I don't know if they've expanded I don't know really anything about Cloudwater other than when I was drinking their double IPAs up to 13, everybody was raving about it. So I was buying these cans and they were generally very, very good. It was exceptional beer. It just smells, I don't know, I'm gonna steer very, very clear away from saying this is big beer. But even like the most successful craft brewer out there, which is probably Brewdog, they went on a journey from tiny brewery producing stonking beer to then just like lowering the bar a little bit as they grew. And what happens when a brewery grows, they generally kind of lose that magic stardust that they once had. That ability to maintain the small brewer magic, you know, where they're able to throw piles and piles of hops in the beer. This for me tastes like, here's my finish. This is what I'm going to finish with this beer. This beer tastes to me like Cloudwater have had some kind of big extension on their brewery, or they've moved breweries, or I don't know, they moved into a purpose-built brewery or something along them lines. It's not tasting like the Cloudwater beers of version 1 to version 13 of their double IPA. And that's from a person who last drank a Cloudwater beer. I think it was version 13 was the last beer that I had from Cloudwater. Let's rate it. They've even got a massive description on the back of their can, which is, again, for me, now they have a marketing team. Now they have like, instead of just saying all of the hops were listed on the back of the can, then it was the malt, the hops, the yeast, and even down to the water type. This is different now. I've not read it. I will read it to you now. The double IPA is a style we've become synonymous with, and this bold, juicy double IPA showcases our favourite hops, yeast and brewing processes, while its roots stretch back to a full team West Coast beer tasted in September 2015, and a scene-changing version series. They've even mentioned it on the back of the can. So I think personally, getting this far into this description on the back of the can is when even the guys at Cloudwater look back on at that magic stardust that they once had. It is significantly different to the double IPAs that originally inspired us, and acts as an ever-evolving representation of a hazy, soft and deceptively drinkable strong IPA. Yeah, I mean, I'm gonna rate it. Double IPA, I'm gonna go 8 out of 10. Massive, fantastic rating. 8 out of 10 from Real Ale Craft Beer. But since the version series, when I last drank Cloudwater's beer, to this double IPA, they've obviously grown. They've obviously grown as a company, grown as a brewery. 8 out of 10. Thanks for watching. Put your comments in the comments box. Please subscribe to our daily beer and food reviews. Give us a big fat thumbs up. Boom. Cheers.